off. Well, what a day it has been in the NFL and for the Broncos after finding out early this morning that MVP quarterback Aaron Rodgers would stay with the Packers, becoming the highest paid player in the NFL. News also broke earlier this afternoon that another quarterback would be coming to the Mile High City.
The Broncos acquiring Super Bowl winning quarterback Russell Wilson from the Seattle Seahawks. Sports director Jake Gaydon is joining us from Denver. And Jake, what does this all mean for the Broncos?
Aaron, who, guys? That's what Broncos country is saying in the Mile High City this evening. And the day for the Broncos fans could be summed up very easily in a roller coaster of a day in two tweets by Jerry Jeudy. Around 10:45, Jeudy putting out, after the Aaron Rodgers news, a frowny face. 45 minutes later, when the Russell Wilson news broke, a happy face with another tweet saying it's lit. Nevertheless, though, the Broncos have their QB of the future. Here's how one of the biggest trades in NFL history came about. The deal actually had nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers and his decision. This was something GM George Paton had been working on for the past 2 weeks. Wilson, the 33-year-old quarterback, has spent the past 10 years in Seattle, which included 9 Pro Bowl selections, 1 Super Bowl title where he beat the Broncos, and had more wins than any quarterback ever has posted during their first 10 years in the league. He had a sense, Wilson did, it was time to move on and wanted to go to a winning franchise with a solid core, which the Broncos definitely have. The final hurdle in this is Wilson waiving his no-trade clause, which is expected, and then the trade will become officially official on March 16th as at the start of the 2020 new league year. And then circle your calendars, folks, as Denver is scheduled to play Seattle next season as well.
And Jake, if it's one of the biggest trades in NFL history, what did Denver have to give up for Wilson?
Diane, that's a great question, and it's an absolute haul. Here are the details of that change. In exchange, Seattle's acquiring 2 first-round picks for the next 2 years, 2 second-round picks, 1 this year and 1 next year, meaning they still have that second-round pick from the Rams in that Von Miller trade earlier in the year, and a 5th-round pick, as well as 3 players in quarterback Drew Lock, defensive lineman Shelby Harris, and tight end Noah Fant. The trade also creates around $8.4 million in cap space for Denver. Now, with that Wilson trade, it makes the AFC West one of the toughest divisions in the NFL, with Mahomes in Kansas City, Herbert in LA, and of course, you can't forget about Derek Carr in Las Vegas. One thing is for sure, GM George Paton, head coach Nathaniel Hackett, all in making the Denver Broncos a Super Bowl contender, and Vegas agreeing with them. Today, Vegas making the Broncos the 5th best chance of making the Super Bowl. That's less than 24 hours, Broncos country. You can't ask for much better than that.